What's going on, man? We back again. Happy Sunday. Getting ready for some football. The local store up the road had a good sale on some big old king crab legs. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some on Big Shirley and smoke them up to get ready for the game. I bought them a little while ago and they were just taking up space in my freezer. So I said, today is the day. We ate some of them a while ago, but we still got a lot left. As you can see, we got almost a full box. Probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 12 clusters. So we're gonna let these babies kind of come up to temp a little bit because they are very frozen. First thing we're gonna do is make us up a little butter mix so we can baste over the crabs while they're cooking. Let's get that started. All right, so we're gonna start off by making ourselves kind of like a semi-clarified butter. Clarified butter lasts longer. The process, you kind of boil the butter and remove all the milk fats and proteins and stuff out of it. But we're gonna do it just like I said, like a semi-clarified butter, because we're not gonna go ahead and strain it and wait for 2 hours. So let's get this up to a boil, and then we're gonna scoop off all the moisture from the top. And then we're gonna make our base for buttering up these crabs. So we'll check in here in a second once this stuff starts to boil. Okay, now that the butter is boiling, you see all this white stuff on top. We're just gonna kind of skim that off, and that will give us a semi-clarified butter that will hold up in the smoker a little better than regular butter that may possibly burn. So you just skim off as much as you can, because like I said, this is not a true clarified butter, it's like a modified. So get what you can, and you got a better product to work with. So while this butter is coming up to a boil, we can go ahead and chop up some parsley, because we're gonna throw that into the butter, into our little mixture. Let's give this a nice rough chop. Probably won't use all of this, but chances of me reusing this parsley is probably pretty slim since I gotta work the next couple of days, so might as well chop it up and use what we need. Toss the rest. I'm like stretching like a contortionist trying to keep this on camera, but this is what we do for YouTube. All right. So we got some chopped up parsley. We'll put that in a little container, and when the butter's ready, we'll start putting this little slather together. All right, let's go ahead and cut up 2 lemons. I've never made this before, so I'm just kind of winging it on my little seasoning, but hey, we're gonna make it work. So let's, all right, so we didn't get it all, but we got quite a bit of it. So we're gonna go in with a tablespoon of some Old Bay. And then we're gonna go in with maybe like a half tablespoon of this shrimp and crab oil. Just to top it off, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of this Louisiana Cajun seasoning. This is like maybe a half teaspoon. Drop in some of our parsley, and then give it a taste and see if we gotta step the recipe up at all. I know it's pretty hot, but we should be all right. All right, let's give it a taste. I know it's gonna be hot. All right, so we still need a little bit more of this Old Bay. We'll go with another tablespoon and a little bit more of the Cajun. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, perfect. All right, we're gonna let this hang out for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this smoker fired up. I almost forgot my lemons. So I added 2 more tablespoons of the Old Bay. So we got a total of 4 tablespoons of Old Bay. Also, I added another tablespoon of the crab boil seasoning. So now we got the juice of 1 full lemon. Let's give it a try and see where we're at. I don't know if we'll need that other lemon, but we're gonna find out. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, since I already cut the lemon, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it in there, at least 1.5. So there's 1.5 lemon, 4 tablespoons of Old Bay, 4 sticks of salted butter, and 1.5 tablespoons of this Zatarain shrimp and crab boil. And then I also added 1.5 tablespoons of this Louisiana Cajun seasoning. And this sauce is banging. All right, so I'll see y'all at the smoker. All right, we are at Big Shirley. Let me get all the doors opened up. I like to let it hang out about 15 minutes while it's coming at the tent to get a good draft going. Of course, as soon as I hit record, dogs go crazy. Yep, that's how it goes. There we go. Okay, so we'll let this hang out 15 minutes and then we'll close the doors. And this should be a pretty easy cook. I'm pretty sure I won't need to add no more logs because we're only cooking at 250. All right, I'll check in here in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna throw some corn on as well. Got me 4 nice sized pieces of corn. Just gonna kind of drop these down, and I'm just gonna hit them with the same butter we're using on the crab legs. Bless this corn with it, and we're gonna see how this turn out. Like I said before, I've never done any of this before, and I'm just winging it. But if it turns out to be a good recipe, then you could try it too. There we go. We're getting all of these coated real good with this mixture. There we go. Give them a good little spin. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit them with a little bit of garlic salt. There's an added little coat of seasoning. Hope I ain't put too much, because I need to have some for these crab legs, and it's a lot of them, but I think we should be okay. And I took a little bit out for dipping sauce as well. So we'll hope this recipe stretch. And let's get these bad boys closed up in here. Try to get them pretty tight. We got a little bit of liquid in there. So they should be able to steam up pretty nice. All right, so our timer is going off. It's been 15 minutes since we fired up Big Shirley. So let's get these doors closed down. I'm gonna go ahead and put this corn up here at the top. It should be the hottest point. And we're gonna get these doors shut down. I'm actually gonna go in and grab some sausages and throw them up top too to get them going early. Can you tell I ain't used this gimbal in a long time? All right. So at least the corn can get a head start. And I'm about to grab some sausage, throw those on, and we cooking. All right, I'll check in here in a little bit. All right, let's get these sausages up here. Just the Walmart lumberjack brand. Love them sausages. So while the smoker is coming up to temp, this corn and this sausage is getting a head start. And we're gonna go ahead and season up these legs here in a second. And we're gonna be eating for football, baby. Later, right? So let's try to get these things seasoned up. They're still semi-frozen, which is good because they can still have time to soak up some smoke while they're thawing out. I'm just stirring this tip of it into the butter mixture we got here, and I'm just gonna season the whole shell, and then I'm gonna try to season them every 10 minutes, and we'll see what we get. All right, one down. So I will come back here in a minute once I got all these bad boys seasoned up. And when the smoker get up to temp, we will be cooking later. All right, here are the crabs all seasoned up. At least the first round of seasoning. We're gonna get them in there as soon as they hit 250 and hit them with more seasoning every 10 minutes, excuse me. All right, we are locked in slightly over 250. So let's get these bad boys put on. Hopefully I don't knock them on the floor. Let's get this side open, move them over. There we go. So we just gonna stack these babies up. Maybe this way. Nice and seasoned up, and we're gonna see what they do. I don't know if I said it or not, but these are king crab legs. They had a sale on them. They were only like $8.99 a pound, so I just got a whole box. Like I said, we have eaten some out of this box already. Let's put some down here. I don't know if I want those sitting on top because they may go too fast. Let's put them at the bottom. All right. So we're gonna give them 10 minutes and we're gonna hit them with some more butter. Oh, I got one. Later. All right, we have hit 10 minutes. Let's give these things a quick base. Let's get this first rack out. Hopefully I don't make My shelf too nasty, but it's okay. Well, you know how I am. One hand Jimmy. Oh man. Real nice. Basted. Good. It's dripping right over my pan down there, so I'm not making too much of a mess. So far, they're looking pretty good. I mean, I've never done this before, but to me, they're looking good. Well, it never fails. Somehow I ended up losing my audio, but it's my first time actually doing the voiceover. So I'm just here checking on these crabs, giving them a little bit more butter. And I needed a little help, so here's me calling my sweet wife over to grab the camera, and so she can get a good angle while I'm doing this, because it's a little bit hard trying to record and season these crabs at the same time. So here she comes to give me a little bit of assistance. Hello, wife. I was actually shocked how much the butter actually seeped through the shells. I was a little skeptical in the beginning, but somehow it worked. Sausages busting open over there, but that's the way I like them. The corn has been going for quite a while. I put the sauce on there, as you guys see. So let's get this second level. And like I said before, I was hitting them with butter every 10 minutes, and somehow it came out amazing. I wouldn't call it a mistake, but I started out putting some of them on the bottom shelf. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I had to move them up because they were cooking a little fast on that bottom rack. So next time I do crabs, they will all go on the middle rack. So here I am, trying to work as fast as possible so I don't lose too much heat from the smoker, but this thing rebounds real fast. So let's go ahead and get this thing all shut back down, and I will check back in another 10 minutes. Get these things out of here. I put me some thermal gloves on, because I know these things is hot. Woo. Go. We got some smoked crab legs. Yeah, boy. And some sausages. They bust open. That's how I like them. Oh. There we go. And then the corn. Over there. Or you can stay right here. Oh, don't let that burn you. Let me go over here. Right, It's hot. So I'm gonna taste one out here. Get it over with, because I'm about to die in this heat. That good old butter. I'm not gonna say any names, but somebody hit the button and stopped the video before it got done. Basically before I got done telling you how good those things were. If I had a choice, I'll only smoke them from here on out. Smoked crabs are excellent. Later.